Hello Tenno, welcome to Put the Devstream in the Bag with BagHead. In this video, I'm gonna summarize the big and important points of the Warframe Devstream 192, what news have been shared, what updates are coming, what's coming in this current update, the February update, and what exactly is awaiting us for until March. So, spoilers. Basically, this February update seems like a filler update before the big March lore update, which the March update apparently going to be the continuation of the old piece, which I'm going to talk about more when we come to that. So, the housekeeping for this time is basically which Warframe was like played the most in 2025, that being Wukong, the dethroning Revenant, and once again being the most played Warframe in the game. I'm getting concerned, even though I don't see much Wukong, so I'm surprised he's always getting played. The most played weapon is Tenet Envoy, which what's interesting to me is when you use an on-call crew, it usually counts for your weapon used. So this might mean that many on-call crews are using Tenet Envoy, and this is causing the Envoy to become the most played weapon. Maybe that might be the cause, because I hardly ever see any Envoy players. Maybe on-call crews use this weapon a lot, that's my guess, because most people either go like Kuva Zar or Tenet Envoy on call crew, so it will make sense why is this the most played weapon. Anyways, moving on. TennoCon tickets started to sale. TennoCon 2026 will be on July 10th and 11th. Dagat Deluxe Skin will release early February. I forgot the date, but yeah, it is basically early February. We're gonna get the Dagat Deluxe Skin. She looks incredible, and yes, she will also come out with a horse skin, which also looks amazing. I really love the skin of they gave to the horse, and this is how the deluxe looks like. And again, since it's the year of the horse with the Lunar New Year, that is the skin we're getting. It's probably gonna be like 200 plat, 225 plat, maybe 300 including the horse skin, because it looks pretty cool. And let me show the horse real quick as well. I don't know if it comes with any weapon skins, because it might just be Dugout and the horse deluxe skin. Here's what the horse deluxe will look like. It looks incredible, and I'm pretty sure Dugout has like a saddle, which it also looks really amazing with it. So yeah, I'm quite a fan of this deluxe skin, and I'm definitely gonna get it. And it's immediately beyond the skin. Our next on the news is the Android launch. So, when it comes to the Android launch, there will be an alpha apparently, or like a beta in Canada only in February 11th, and the global launch for Android will be on February 18th. That's pretty cool. Even though my device is not ready for, like, is not that good enough for this. When I get a new phone, I guess I will have Warframe to play with, which is pretty cool. It has cross save too, and I'm pretty sure this will come with a new bundle, which is the one I think that just showed up for a second there. Like there's like this rainbow ephemeral looking bundle. There we go. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a real money bundle. You will get foaming and then cool looking rainbow ephemera, which is which looks incredible. I can already imagine a citrine fashion with that. On to the next news. Vauban heirloom is fully revealed. It will come with a Signa, he will have a jacket, and they actually show off the model right here. Apparently, the jacket will have options. You can completely remove the jacket, or you can get a sleeveless variant. And I gotta say, Vauban's general animation is makes him kind of slouched, like Lavos is. So if you put him like a Harrow animation, this will look even more incredible. Like with the Harrow stable like animation where his arms are like at his back, this skin will probably look even more incredible. Because I'm definitely getting this as a Vauban main. And I'm pretty sure in this it doesn't show. He has a Signa on top of his head. This is without the Signa. Let me go to the future skin options because I'm pretty sure they have one with the Signa. Oh yeah, that thing will be the Signa, and that's how the Signa will look like. I don't know what else he's going to come with, but because usually heirlooms can come with like extra stuff. What I'm guessing he's gonna have a Prex card, um, and the profile icon as well. And I guess that's about it. Because yeah, heirlooms don't come with weapon skins. Yeah. But man, the Signa itself is really cool. The skin itself is pretty amazing. And that's not all. Vauban Heirloom comes with Vauban buffs. Like, this is not a full rework, it's like a streamline. Basically, they're changing up his kit to modernize it a little bit, which I'm really happy about. So his passive description got upgraded for his multiplicative damage things. Like, people already knew it was multiplicative damage buff. It was just not stated in the game. And passive will trigger when the enemies are being shocked by electric procs as well, which is a incredible bonus because his Tesla Nervos are electricity ability, and there we go. Now we have more combos to do with him. And in general, added clarification to abilities that scale with enemy level, which is pretty cool because this was also a hidden passive where people knew that Vauban had enemy level scaling. It was just not stated exactly if it like that it did. So now that's gonna be stated as well. When we come to the rest of his kit, his first ability, Tesla Nervos, the electricity balls he throws, they will spread apart better, and the status chance is gonna scale with power strength. And ragdolled enemy can now be affected and added a trail to keep track of them better in motion, which is pretty cool. And that ragdoll thing is actually important because when you use his fourth ability, the vortex, of course enemies gonna be ragdolled, but you won't be able to combo with your other stuff, but now you will, which is pretty cool. The augment for Tesla Bang is also getting changed where added a marker to affected enemies to better see which enemies to prioritize. I don't remember what Tesla Bank did, but now enemy is going to be marked for better benefits from the augment. On to the other changes for him. Mine layer is now you don't have to pick 4 mines anymore. They're combined, and the ability is now a hold and tap. Basically, tether, and Flechette Orb is now tap, and Speed Boost and Overdrive, the damage buff one, are hold. When you go Speed Boost, you will buff yourself. When you go Flechette, you will also tether enemies. I think this change is pretty good because people would like what they do with Vauban is usually they just go Flechette Orb and ignore the other things, and because like too many moving parts in a Warframe can be complicated compared to Warframes like Revenant or Wukong where you just turn off your brain. So people usually want to go for something convenient. So with this change, it's more streamlined. You can just tap and hold to do decide what you want to do instead of trying to pick 4 different balls and hold them to throw them, which is quite neat. I like it. And his third ability, Photon Strike, is now has Force Blast proc to enemies hit by yeah. Basically, when it explodes, they hit by blast proc. That's pretty good because the problem with his third ability is like even though it has level scaling and it can be buffed by damage buffs, it kind of still lack damage. So I guess this blast proc can be really cool. Double damage to the enemies with overguard is pretty incredible. Reduced ability cost is pretty good because one of the augments want you to spam that a lot. And slight increased radius is pretty good. And I'm pretty sure that scales with range as well. And enemies trapped in Bastille no longer get thrown around by Photon Strike is also pretty good. Now we can armor serp enemies and then hit them with all your might. Like he's just becoming that full Helldiver Warframe, that's for sure. The augment for Photon Repeater is if Photon Strike hits at least 5 enemies, the next cast will no cost of energy. And normally, like the old augment will hit 1 extra time. Now it will hit 2 extra time. Basically, now you can turn Vauban into an airstrike guy. And his fourth ability also changed. I'm pretty sure. Let me go back. But still, can now hold an infinite amount of enemies, but with a limit of the amount of active bastilles. So yes, you can no longer stack the black holes on top of each other, but there's no enemy cap to how many enemies you can pull anymore, which is I see it's a fine trade-off. Only problem is I wonder if they're gonna add line of sight check for this because if you pull every enemy, like there's no enemy cap, Some enemies can get stuck on terrain, and especially in defense mission, this can cause some inconveniences. But you don't see much wallbands in defense these days, so I don't think it will be a huge problem if there's still no LOS. Increased armor bonus cap and rate at which wallband and squad gain armor while inside Bastille. I don't know how much that matters because I usually play my wallband shield gate. Like I don't see him as much as a health tanking guy. But it's neat, I suppose. Ragdolled enemies will now be affected by Bastille's armor strip. What that means is basically when you're using the vortex, the black hole, it will also armor strip enemies. It used to not, which was quite annoying. And the augment for repelling Bastille is they removed the repelling mechanic since there's no cap anymore. Instead, killing an enemy in Bastille will increase its duration by 2 seconds, and vortex portion will stay the same. I say these rework is pretty cool. Like it's not like a rework; these buff and touch ups are pretty cool, and I'm quite enjoy. I'm gonna enjoy the life out of Vauban as a Vauban main. Yes, as one of the three Vauban mains. I'm quite happy about these changes, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the new Vauban and his heirloom. The next update after the Vauban heirloom update, like the filler update, I told you, like February is gonna be a filler update because the next update is coming in March. We don't know when March, but there's gonna be another dev stream after February 27th. So we will find out more about this update at that dev stream. And February is like a fast month, so February 27th doesn't matter that much. Like we're gonna get there really fast. The new update for March is called the Shadowgrapher. What we know about this update so far, it will be tonally different. It like usually Warframe's tone is like action, comedy, drama. Apparently, this will be in a different tone, similar to Chains of Harrow. Like this might be a horror-based um, update, and it's not end there. We also get a glimpse of the next Warframe. What they show about the update is apparently one of the relays, like how there's like a strata relay. Apparently, back in the day, one of the relays were destroyed, called the Vesper relay. Now you will be able to enter this Vesper relay, and you will do something called Folly's adventure. And Folly is this Warframe right here in the painting. She is our 64th Warframe, and apparently she's gonna be ink based. And I'm pretty sure her model is revealed here as well. Yep. This is Folly. This is how she looks like from the back, and this from the front. As I told you, this is a really early model, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be polished. But yeah, she is an ink-based Warframe, and her abilities will go around like do ink stuff. I don't know. There's so much things you can do with ink, but apparently animation teams have been struggling with this one. Like the animation team of DE almost tore their hair out trying to do the animations for this character. So their ability is going to seem to be really, really cool. And here's some idle animations with her as well. And that's about it. Let's get on to the next news. Wall running is dead in Warframe, and unfortunately, wall running will not return to Warframe for the foreseeable future because do you notice when they like the tile sets, the older tile sets did have wall running, but like things changed, and since then new tile sets were being added and added and added. They realized there were too many sacrifices, so wall running unfortunately won't be happening in the modern Warframe. So RIP wall running. It was good back in 2013. I didn't play back then. Yeah, it won't happen unfortunately. On to the next news. The first mission, Awakening, the first quest ever in Warframe, is getting a makeover. It will look better, and here's an example right here. Looks pretty nice. Alright, here's the exciting part. We have 3 new Lich weapons. I guess they're just gonna be 3. The first one being Kuva Gulsau, which makes me extremely happy because like, Gusau is a mean weapon, but now with Kuwa Gusau, we might actually have something going on. Like, the look of it is really good. You will be able to get innate elements for it, and I'm so excited to get my hands on. But I'm pretty sure before that, there's another exciting one, which is a Coda Lich weapon. Coda Bibonico is happening. Bibonico is a known infested shotgun that deals a lot of damage, and it's an arm cannon as well. It has an alt fire that like procs bunch of status effects. It has like innate viral, toxin, whatever you want. You can go a bunch of stuff, and now you will have even a more powerful variant. The third Lich weapon unfortunately did not get revealed, but like the model is not there. But apparently it's going to be Tenet Quanta. And since the Requiem relics are kind of annoying, they are adding an Requiem Eterna relic, which how it's going to be from now on, where this relic will have all of the Requiem mods. Like you no longer will have separate Requiem relics to get separate Requiem mods. This Requiem relic will have all of them. I don't know if they told how you're gonna obtain these, and the old Requiem relics will be able to be bought from Paladino. So I'm assuming maybe Requiem Eterna will also be bought from Paladino because apparently they're gonna add more shop items for Paladino in Iron Wake, which is pretty cool because I do have 1,000 really like no, I have like 4,000 Riven slivers, so it will be kind of neat to get like more stuff from Paladino in Iron Wake. So yeah, more shop options in Paladino. Let's go. With March update, there's also another cool surprise which really got me excited. A dual deluxe skin release will happen, which is Grendel and Gauss. This is the Grendel skin, and I'm losing my mind still about this. He looks like a Titanfall character, and his belly eating animation will have like a laser going on, like the Devastator from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Like, this skin looks incredible, and here's the Gauss one. And Gauss one actually has a teaser with the model as well, which I will show you guys in really cool, really soon. This skin is amazing. This is literally Evangelion, a Gundam, Bungie's Marathon looking skin. Like he even has that like leg things that like movement impaired people usually use, like amputee people also have those like for running stuff. Like that looks incredible. And here's the teaser for the model of the skin. Now this is pretty early, and from what I see, I think the visor you see in the concept art is also going to be a Signa. So that's also pretty incredible. Like, I mean, this is an early model, from what I understand, but this might have it. This might be how it looks like in game as well. Like, this might be a finalized model too. The Grendel Deluxe doesn't have a model yet, but man, this skin is incredible, and I cannot wait to like get it. Like, we have mecha skins for two of my favorite Warframes now. And one more turn next. Let's go through this thing. Apparently, Grendel and Gal's going to have a dual emote. What I understand from this, I guess Grendel gonna emote, and you can combine that with him. Oh yeah, there's also gonna be deluxe skins, deluxe weapon skins with these bundles as well, which is the Exceltra and Masseter. Masseter is for Grendel, Exceltra is for Gauss, and Masseter Deluxe actually has an in-game model, surprisingly, and it looks pretty cool. Here it is. That looks amazing. And they also show the Gauss skin is as well. As I said, I think the visor on his face is like a Signa you can remove. I don't know if they remove it, but man, this skin is so cool. I just like it. I can talk about this probably 20 hours straight, but we have to move on. Let's go to the dual emote they were talking about. Okay, here it is. This will be a dual emote between the Gauss and Grendel. What I understand from this, I believe Grendel taunts and Gauss can join him, or this might be like a idle animation. I didn't understand how the dual emote is gonna work, but it's pretty cool. And then there's just summary stuff like what's coming in February update, Wabon Heirloom, Wabon Buff, Signa and Auxiliary Code, Wabon Devil's Triad Flu. Oh wait, Devil's Triad Floops. Oh yeah, there's going to be Devil's Triad Floops, code changes fixes, Dagat skin, Oh, there's gonna be Sugata rated as well. So that's basically what February 11th update is going to be. And this is the March 2026 update, like what we know so far. More of them will be revealed in the February 27th dev stream. And yeah, there's only 3 new adversary weapons, which surprised me. Like I was expecting more Lich weapons, but I guess that's how it's been. Usually they just add like one for each, and yeah, I'm happy with the selections. But Tenet Quanta, I'm not sure. Like I'm not the biggest Quanta fan, so I don't know how to feel about that. I'm usually more of an Ambassador fan when it comes to Corpus weapons, but it's cool nonetheless. This was BagHead. Put the Devstream in the bag, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. There will be a short version of this releasing soon after the video release as well. And I see you, Tenno, in the next video.